I'm Melissa.
I'm Chelsea.
Hi, I'm Billy.
I'm Gareth and I'm Welsh.
Today we're going to be answering some questions that you guys have put through Instagram, so here we go.
The first question today is from Florence Inferno, and they ask, have you ever turned down a client and why? I do turn down clients every now and then if I think it's a project that isn't really in alignment with my style or where I want to go with tattooing.
If the client requests a tattoo that isn't within my style or my themes or stuff that I don't work with, such as color or realism, I pretty much just say go to someone who specializes in that.
Kelly Stanley asks, what's your biggest client pet peeve? Smelly feet. Wash your feet.
Stinky feet. I had to glad wrap someone's feet once.
Mine would be, I do not like when you guys come early, sorry. Because then I can't get a coffee. So, because I'm always running late.
Tamsin asks, what's your favourite thing about tattooing and why? Meeting really cool people, clients and co-workers.
Tattoos. Tattoos.
I would say that my favorite thing about tattooing is just being able to do something that's creative for a living. It just feels like such a blessing to be able to come to work every day and be able to make art on people's bodies for life, which is crazy.
Dollar bills, y'all!
Bree Janice asked, what's the weirdest tattoo you've been asked to do? One of Josh's friends lost a bet at the pub, so he had to get Paul Gallen with a set of boxing gloves, and he got it on his thigh.
Not necessarily a weird one, but I've had two people on a Bucks party come in for a tiny little initial tattoo. No stencil. They needed to go in half hour, so just got the machine wrapped up. Done. You can cut it, right? Yeah? Sick.
So the next question is from Tamsin, and they ask, what's your least favourite thing about being a tattoo artist? There's a couple things that make it a bit challenging, which is mostly just the lack of personal time. So it's definitely one of those jobs that you take home with you. It's 24/7.
There's no clocking in or out with being a tattooist. It is 24/7. I got told at my first apprenticeship, it's a lifestyle, not a job. And that has stuck with me forever.
Quick and the point, What are some of your favourite things to tattoo? Snakes. Snakes. Snakes and flowers. Snakes. Snakes.
Animals. I love butterflies. I love fairies.
Will asked, eyeball tattoos, whack or slap? Whack.
Whack, but I'd never tell someone with an eyeball tattoo that they're whack.
Respect. I could not do that.
So the next question is from Art Yvonne, who is my mother. So thanks, Mum, for asking a question. Much love. She says, where does it hurt most getting a tattoo? The midsection, mostly in this area. I don't know if the camera is, but probably below the ribs.
I would say probably the knee ditch, or I've only got a small one on my throat, but definitely the throat as well.
Sternum's probably got to be up there. Armpit, even though I haven't had an armpit tattoo. Don't go anywhere near my feet with a tattoo machine.
Myopic Gal asked, do you or would you tattoo yourself? Or do you always have other artists doing it? I like to leave my skin for other people and other artists. I hate tattooing myself. I have a couple times. I feel like as an artist you have to, just so you know what's on the receiving end of the needle that you're pushing into someone.
Lockdown meant I tattooed myself a lot. Hands, knees, legs, any sort of practice on myself is good practice.
So the next question is from Six God 6, and he asked, have you ever had clients cry when getting a tattoo? Mostly people just cry from being really emotional. Like sometimes people are getting tattoos that mean a lot to them, or they just really love the result and they get a little bit teary, and it's really like emotional when they do that as well, because it's sort of hard not to get teary at the same time. So they're looking in the mirror and they're like crying, and I'm sitting there being like, okay, don't cry, don't cry.
Zara asked, what is your least favourite spot to tattoo on / least favourite design to tattoo? Ribs is hard, stomach is hard.
The ribs. I don't really have one. I feel like once I draw it up and once I start tattooing it, they're all pretty fun to do. As long as the client is happy, that's pretty much all I care about.
Lan Watt asks tips for getting an apprenticeship. Try get tattooed in different shops as much as possible to get a vibe.
Draw. Draw a lot, as much as you possibly can. Draw every day. You don't necessarily have to have a style. I feel like you learn to develop one throughout your apprenticeship. Go around to different tattoo studios and show them your portfolio, so all the drawings that you've gathered up, and see what they think of it, and you never know, you might come across a studio that might take you on as an apprentice.
Rizzo_tattoos. What's the most challenging thing about being a tattoo artist? Okay, imposter syndrome. Feeling like you don't deserve or belong to be in this situation because everyone around you is amazing. Like these guys.
Done. Yes.
That's it, we're done.
Good job.